Now I'm proud to present to you Roland J. Bopp, President and CEO of Securecom Mobile Inc. Roland J. Bopp has a broad senior global corporate and operating experience in premier telecom software, financial, and technology service organizations. Mr. Bopp was recently appointed President and CEO of Securecom Mobile Inc. He's an experienced global telecom professional and was previously Chairman, President, and CEO of Deutsche Telekom Americas and an Executive Vice President with Mannesmann. Mr. Bopp has considerable telecommunications experiences in Europe, North America, and Asia. As Chairman, President, and CEO of the Americas for Deutsche Telekom, New York, he was responsible for all Deutsche Telekom activities in North and Latin America, including the alliance with France Telecom and Sprint. His subject today is secure, private, next-generation email, over-the-top email with frictionless end-to-end encryption. Please welcome Roland J. Bopp.
Thank you very much. Thank you, George, for the introduction. Appreciate it. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here to speak about the subject matter secure communication and particularly the secure messaging and secure email solutions offered by Securecom Mobile. My very specific topic is secure, private, and trustworthy next communication solutions with end-to-end encryption. Let me give you an overview of my presentation this afternoon. First, I will speak about the current market and market developments. This will be followed by a description of the overall competitive landscape and secure mobile, secure messaging and email solutions. Then I will address the leadership team we have put in place. And lastly, I will focus on the opportunity to team with existing and future customers and partners. Let me first speak about the digitalization and major developments in this area. The explosive growth in security threats has been driven by a number of factors. But two of the biggest factors are the growth in mobile, social media, and web usage, and the proliferation of cloud services and buy your own device at the workplace. The Internet of Things also leverages myriad sensors, terminals, and devices that are all vulnerable to cyber threats. Increased global competition, meanwhile, has ushered in a growing wave of corporate espionage. In total, cybercrime and economic espionage has estimated to cost approximately $445 billion a year, which equals to about 1% of the global economy, according to a report by the Center for Strategic and International Studies conducted in 2014. Given these trends, cybersecurity has become a critical for almost every industry as well as the public sector. One of the major developments in the industry was the discovery of widespread violation of human privacy by the NSA and its UK counterpart. Edward Snowden, the former contractor for the CIA, leaked details of extensive internet and phone surveillance by American and UK intelligence agencies. Victims included Chinese networks, EU government officials, and officials in Latin America. Practically every text message and phone call or internet data traffic in the world. The leak is largely responsible for raising the issue of data security in the minds of consumers across the globe. Effective encryption is the only true solution to these ongoing violations. More recently, a number of scandals have created a new sense of urgency and panic among consumers and businesses. Personal data covering 76 million clients was stolen from JP Morgan Chase and the data breach was only discovered a month after it began. In February last year, sensitive personal data of 80 million customers was stolen from Anthem, the second largest health insurer in the United States. These breaches represent just a small cross-section of the problem. A wide range of operators, including amateur hackers, governments, professional hackers, and perpetrators of corporate espionage, has consistently compromised security. The targets of these attacks have included governments, social networks, industrial and defense companies, healthcare providers, as well as financial services and legal services providers. There are currently approximately 3.2 billion internet users worldwide and 3.6 billion mobile phone customers. Recent studies suggest that text messaging represents approximately 90% of mobile activities, and emails make up approximately 70% of tablet activities. It is in this context that global security industry is set to become one of the fastest growing market segments in the coming years. Based on reputable consulting firms, the global encryption market represents approximately 1.8 billion in revenues last year and is expected to grow on an annual compound growth rate by approximately 20% and will reach close to about $5 billion in 2020. This is one of the fastest growing market segments in this sector. Despite the massive amount of money already being spent in the largest technology companies to protect data, personal email and messaging is often overlooked. Many users routinely use email and text to send passwords, PINs, and other sensitive information. Many of the recent data breaches were assisted by unsecured emails sent by clients and employees. Further complicating the matter, the information that we share is becoming more and more sensitive. Many people regularly communicate health and financial data, for example, via under-protected networks. We believe that the market is currently lacking a transparent solution that offers fully encrypted services that we can trust. Although several players in the market claim to offer full protection, their claims can be misleading. Securecom's technology differentiates itself by offering end-to-end protection. In addition, it's open source, and that's very important. Open source nature allows specialists to verify the technology and its effectiveness in detail. Oops. Our strategy will involve marketing directly to consumers, as well as enterprises, government, businesses, and other organizations. The next major step will be to roll out our messaging product, the version 2.0 of our encrypted messaging and voice services in the second quarter. Several months later, we will introduce our secure email platform. Initial marketing activities will focus on creating awareness about our products among end users by leveraging a variety of promotional tools, including participation in major telecom and technology events, high technology journals, bloggers, online advertisement, video promotions, and social media marketing. We are also developing a very extensive referral and ambassador program to reach the customers. After initially focusing on end users, we will expand the commercialization to enterprises and governments, beginning with telecom companies. Firstly, Securecom will offer white label solutions so that Securecom solution can be integrated into buyers' existing product lines. Secondly, group server licenses will be sold to entities wishing to completely secure their own corporate communications. Secure communications and how it works. And let me go to the relevant chart here. Let me speak about our technology and how it works. There are several good security solutions in the market. However, we believe the market is still underserved in terms of privacy, full security, trustworthy, and individual control over data. We are currently finalizing development of a cutting-edge encryption technology based entirely on open source software. The proprietary security software developed by Securecom enables end users to have fully encrypted and secured end-to-end communication. The software provides messaging exchange platform and afterwards the secure email platform. The company also has developed a fully encrypted voice over IP network that provides secure end-to-end voice communication. The mail platform works on every mobile operating system, such as Apple, Android, Windows Mobile, and BlackBerry, as well as desktop operating systems, such as Windows, OS X, and Linux. Some of our messaging products applications are currently available on Android and BlackBerry, and will soon be available on Apple iOS. The users' interfaces developed by Securecom will reach a very high level of similarity to existing modern emails applications. Therefore, the average computer user will not face any learning curve in engaging in Securecom services. As a result, the transition will be simple and faster for customers. Now let me share with you in more detail basically our product portfolio and product offering. As I said, some of our messaging products are available already on Android and BlackBerry, and very soon on Apple Store. Secure Calls uses internet connection rather than standard telephone interface, such as GSM. Secure Text uses push messaging connection. When contact is made between users during calls or messaging, a new encryption key is generated and destroyed after each communication. Securecom uses the ZRTP protocol, which verifies that there is no man in the middle. So we do have, as I pointed out before, an open source, transparent, and easy-to-use application. The second major product portfolio is our secure email solution. It is also open source code. Everyone can verify the technology. It is not available yet. It is under development and will be completed within several months. No traditional email protocols. Securecom uses text messaging protocols for its email encryption. No storage possession of encryption keys on servers, just routing the message. Full end-to-end encryption. It uses a permanently installed application. This solution allows for complete security, which is the key. With web application, encryption keys can be accessed easily. With applications installed on user device, it is impossible to access the encryption keys. Now, let me go to chart with respect to how do we differentiate ourselves. Almost every company currently providing encryption software relies on closed source technology. These solutions require a client's blind trust, as the users cannot verify with certainty if a communication is truly secure. It is impossible for clients of such services to understand how the technology works behind the interface and know what is happening with the encryption process. Through our open source code, Securecom allows all users to verify the security and the encryption. Many competitors have unsuccessfully attempted to offer completely secure end-to-end communication solution based on email protocol. Instead of using email protocol, Securecom has leveraged a different technology based on text messaging protocols. Another differentiation factor is that our technology does not store or possess any of the encryption keys on its servers. It simply routes communication data to the recipient's device. Every time a text message, email, or call is sent, it is routed through Securecom server and it goes immediately to the recipient's server when he or she is online. If the recipient is not online, the message gets stored temporarily on Securecom servers. Once the recipient's device is online again, the message gets temporarily stored on the Securecom servers. And afterwards, as soon as the message gets routed to the recipient's device, it's wiped out from the Securecom servers. Last but not least, a very important differentiation factor also is that we basically install a permanent application on a user's device, which allows for the local storage of encryption keys. Now, let me speak briefly about the leadership. Myself, having been in the telecom sector for quite some time, I joined recently in the capacity as CEO at Securecom Mobile at the beginning of this year. And I'm very pleased to say that I was able to recruit a number of very high-profile, high-caliber individuals, very well known in the industry. I'm very pleased to announce that I was able to attract Dr. Hagenholz. She's a former member of the Executive Management Board of Deutsche Telekom, responsible for product development technology, including encryption. I worked with him closely during my time at Deutsche Telekom. I'm also pleased to announce that I was able to recruit Werner Dittmann and Gary Bartolome. I do have a global team comprised of individuals in North America, in Europe, and may even add individuals from Asia. I'm very excited to work with that team in a management or advisory control function to take Securecom to the next level. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have regarding our secure messaging and secure private and next generation email and encryption technology, and to explore with you teaming arrangement with the customers and partners. I want to thank you very much for your attention and interest in that topic, and I'm happy to answer questions if there are any. Thank you.
Any questions in the audience? Things you'd like to know? Yes, there we go. We'll try a different mic. Here you go, try this.
Okay. I would like to ask a question regarding the technology you use, since ZRTP is well-defined standard already. What plans do you have regarding a text messaging protocol? And what's the role of your new company in standardizing this technology and bringing to the open source world and available for other projects? So what's your plan in these directions?
Right. Point one, I'm happy to say the company Securecom Mobile is already in place for a couple of years. The initiative with respect to the product development started about a year and a half ago. And the directions are basically right now to move forward with the open source, non-proprietary technology, which leads to the absolutely secure communication tools. So we are currently having engaged a team in Asia, which is basically providing the services. And we do have regular review meetings about the progress. And as I said, some of the products are already ready and available on Android and other applications. Thank you.
Thank you. And more questions? Yes, sir.
Roland, how do you integrate with other email clients? How does your security plug into clients like Outlook?
Well, I guess, when it comes to the market, the enterprises, businesses, governments, when it comes to integration, it always depends, first of all, what kind of technology they have in place today. Then we need to determine the gaps, and then based on that, to provide basically a tailored solution to these customers in order to improve the security of their application of their market. That's basically when it comes to now, as opposed to individuals. If we are going to want to have a secure communication or our mobile device, that is something where we have a standard solution, obviously, and not tailored. But when it comes to the businesses, we basically need to tailor it to the very specific needs, taking consideration, first of all, what the client, the customer has in place, and then to improve it from there with our enhancement solution on top of it.
But as a private user, I would have to basically use your client for email communication then.
I'm sorry?
As a private user, if I would download your upcoming
Yes.
email client on my smartphone,
Yes.
I would have to use your email solution and your client software then, and could not integrate that with something I would use.
Like, for example,
yes.
you're using Outlook, or you're using the standard email client that is on a Samsung smartphone, which is a no-name.
Right.
Can he continue using those email programs on his devices, or does he have to change
No.
to the Securecom?
No, that's not required. That's not required at all. It's easy to use, and you do not need to change into any other software solution. No.
Okay, so we can keep our Outlook or Samsung or
That's
whatever
right.
mailbox that we're used to, we've been working with for years. And more questions in the audience? We've got another few minutes. My question would be, how large do you see the market for your solutions?
Well, as I mentioned in my talk, basically, the last year it was on a global basis somewhere around 1.8 billion US dollars, and just taking consideration the fact the number of mobile users out there, the number of internet users out there, and we assumed not only for Securecom, including the competitors, a market penetration of, let's say, 15-20% over the next 5 years. It will lead to an increase on an annual basis of approximately 20%, and we will reach close to about 5 billion in terms of market size in 2020. So it's one of the fastest growing markets in that sector.
Okay.
Security market.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bopp.
Okay.
That was a very interesting solution you presented to us.